We live, Hank?
Pipe it up.
Huh?
Pipe.
Yeah.
Do you think it's good that the camera's like shaking as you hold it? Is that how we want to do this one? Like we're on a ship? We're good? All right, Barstool Casting Couch, episode 20, Super Bowl week. Kyle Rudolph, tight end. Tight end U is what Barstool Sports is becoming. So any tight ends out there that, are interested in getting the game. And we were actually going to shut this down. We were done doing our... Big Cat, you're like...
I'm like trying not to... I'm trying not to put my hand on you.
You're like distracting
me
here.
I know. Sorry.
So we're going to shut it down on Friday. And then we got word that maybe we could get Kyle Rudolph on the bus, so we opened the RV back up for Saturday. Came straight from the golf course. We appreciate you being here. This is the golf attire, winter hat.
Yeah, we played out on the water, Half Moon Bay. It was a scramble, but so I took 24 golf balls, and I was anticipating on losing every single one.
Like that?
Made it through. I only lost one ball the whole time.
Wow.
So
pretty good golfer.
I wouldn't describe my game as good.
All right, so if you shoot a 90, are you happy? 100, you break 100, you're happy?
I'll be under 100, yeah.
Okay.
Who's the best one in your group?
So I played with Michael Floyd. Michael is not a good golfer.
Okay.
So he obviously lives in Arizona, plays for the Cardinals, lives in Scottsdale. He may play golf 350 times.
And he sucks?
And he's terrible.
He's like Charles Barkley.
Yeah,
exactly.
I wasn't going to say something
Swing
racist.
very comparable.
Yeah.
There's probably like 10 good black golfers, I feel like, in the world. Tiger, and it's a white man's sport. So that doesn't stun me.
Anyways, so we...
See those? Come on, Dave.
What is that? That's not a racist statement. That's like saying that.
Tiger is all races, right?
Yeah.
What's that?
I said
Yeah,
Tiger is
Tiger's
all
I don't know what he
races.
is. I mean, well, you guys made that uncomfortable. That's like saying that hockey's a white person's
No, it was
sport.
an uncomfortable silence.
I mean, that's just because no one else
Okay,
talked.
so who
It'd
else
still
was
be
in it?
Open air, but it's a true statement. That's
Who
not
else was
unusual.
in the scramble?
So then we actually, pretty cool deal. We had a guy, his name Darren. He came from Turkey, current serviceman, came in town for the Super
Nice.
Bowl.
Very cool.
So he played with us, absolute baller. And then the third guy was former long snapper Brian Jennings of the San Francisco 49ers. So it was cool to play with a normal specialist.
Yep.
The specialist kickers, long snappers, they're a little bit weird dudes. But this guy was a cool dude.
And those guys, on the flip side, I feel like are generally good at golf. Like, isn't
They have all the
Raul-
time in the
like,
world.
Isn't
Yeah,
like
they don't
Raul Allegre like the greatest golfer? He's always in that tournament against who's the guy who's always in the finals with this? Shit. Someone pick up the airtime. You know the celebrity golf tournament?
Mm-hmm.
It's
Tahoe?
Yeah, Tahoe. Have
Yep.
you ever played in that?
I have not.
It's the same like four guys that are always in it. There's a kicker, and I forget the other guys, and you guys aren't helping.
Ryan Longwell. I played with in Minnesota. Phenomenal
Very
golfer,
good.
and he's usually at the top of that every year.
Yeah,
Could
it's
be
the
the guy
same
you're
group.
thinking of.
That
Let-
actually tournament looks awesome. I
Yeah.
forget who the other guys are.
Let's, speaking of Minnesota, let's just get it out of the way. Are you over that loss?
Yeah, it was at the time. Didn't see that coming.
Yep.
In my mind,
Wait, you didn't see that coming?
In my mind, I'm
But
playing.
you've played for the Vikings for like 5 years now. You didn't see that coming?
No, did not.
Okay, well.
I figured we got the Gary Anderson deal out of the way.
Yeah.
Karma is going to come back
Got
around.
it.
So you're over that loss. That surprised me. That seems like something that would stick with you. If it's the Super Bowl, is that something that sticks with you for life? But since it was the first round game, it 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
It was. You go into the game and you expect to win. You expect to be at work that following week. So that whole next week, it took me that solid week to kind of get, all right, whatever. It happened. We lost. We got a young team, excited about the future. Like, you try to build on that stuff to where it is, you don't just think like, well, shit, like the game just, like the season is now over very abruptly.
Do you secretly, we had your teammate on yesterday, Jabari Price, and I asked him a similar question. Do you secretly make fun of Teddy for wearing gloves? That's a yes.
Oh, absolutely.
That's
I
a
mean,
yes.
you got to. But that's, we try to make fun of it and, give him gloves for everything.
Yep.
And, have him laying around. And the dude's got like 900 million pair of gloves in his locker.
That's
so if
crazy.
you guys ever want receiver gloves, call
I would
call
love
us.
some.
probably
I'd
use
love a
some.
pair.
We,
yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Who was the guy who set this interview up?
So Craig James, shout out Craig James, high school coach. He was my tight end coach.
Like, I couldn't tell at first whether he was just a crazy person when we're looking
You never
for tight
know.
ends,
You
and
never
then this
know.
guy's tweeting out like, "Get Kyle
absolutely.
Rudolph, get Kyle Rudolph." And I looked, you weren't following me on Twitter, so it's like I don't even think Kyle Rudolph's involved with this Craig James guy. But then I followed him, and then it seemed legit. And now here we are.
Here we are. So hear a little story for you about Craig James. So I'm getting married a week from today.
How stupid are you? How old are you?
26.
Jesus, these young guys. It's like, what are you doing?
She keeps me out of trouble, so it's
Pro Bowl. How long you been dating her for?
6 years. We started dating it, and last year at school at Notre Dame.
This guy.
So,
at any point where you're like, maybe I'm about to become a multi-millionaire famous guy, I may want to do the single life, pro life at all. That never crossed your mind. You're like, what am I doing?
She's been cool to me. We've been through some things.
So hard-hitting questions there.
It's all good.
I mean, it's a real question.
We're on the casting couch.
Yeah.
Right? Let's do it.
Well, I was actually going to ask, and now this is awkward because I had this question lined up. You went to Notre Dame, and I was going to say, what was it like to go to college with no girls?
Well, she went to St. Mary's.
Oh, there you go.
The all-girls school right next door.
My question still stands.
That's
Absolutely.
like the Ruger thing, right?
Yeah.
St. Mary's
Right.
versus the ND.
So my question still stands. So what was it like to go to college with no girls?
We made do. We had our own fun.
How many like Mary Ann's and Catherines did you kiss at Notre Dame?
Countless.
Yeah.
I mean,
that was probably sweet.
But they were all, hey, if you needed help in math or whatever.
Yep,
the heck,
exactly.
Absolutely.
So you got recruited by Charlie Weiss?
Yes.
So
How did he win you over?
yeah. This is post-lap band Charlie Weiss, right?
Yes.
Okay.
He was coming from
Super Bowl rings.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
So, just the success that he had in the NFL, the success he had with the tight end position. A lot of times tight ends, you can go somewhere and you're just another tackle.
Right.
And, although now currently we do a lot of blocking in Minnesota, and I don't get to catch all that many
Zimmer
balls.
likes
But
it, yeah.
so it definitely, in college, I wanted to go somewhere where they're going to throw the ball to the tight end. And Coach Weiss had a bunch of success, not only in New England, but with the guys before me. So
it was more him than it was ND specifically.
it was absolutely him. It was obviously I enjoyed Notre Dame, and that helped, but it was 100% because of Coach Weiss.
Did you ever walk into a bathroom after Charlie Weiss?
I did not.
Another
Sure? You never was like, hey,
the
what's up,
coach's
Kyle?
office, they
Then
have
you-
like their whole throne upstairs.
You ever fart in a meeting?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
another Charlie Weiss question. I know this from his New England days. How many times was he giving speeches, pep talks, where his nose was running disgustingly, and you just let it go because he doesn't clean it?
And
That's a
just-
Charlie Weiss special, by the way.
That's gonna happen. The cold, little white stuff here.
That is also a Charlie Weiss special.
Charlie just
Charlie's
cares
my
about
guy.
coaching.
He's gonna
yeah.
be at my wedding next week. I mean,
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he's.
So that's why you said
What
no
is
to the
he-
fart question.
What is
Yeah.
he doing now?
He works for. Well, he was still getting paid a lot of money by the.
Yeah,
school
right.
he wasn't
Yep,
coached for.
yep.
But he works for a nonprofit. His daughter has the special needs, so he works for that nonprofit down in Florida.
Got it.
Just loving life.
Got it.
I got to get that Craig James story. I have to get that.
Oh,
in.
yeah, do it. We cut you
sorry,
off.
we
That's how
interrupt
we're.
a lot.
It's all
Sorry,
good.
my
All
bad.
good.
We're
It's all good.
spatial thinking. Give
We're
us a
bad
Greg
with
James
that.
story.
So brought up the wedding last Friday. We go to Vegas for my bachelor party.
I was there too. Why didn't you?
You were?
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Whatever. It's my birthday on
Dan,
Saturday.
Dan,
Yeah, this-
Big
yeah.
Cat, can we
What?
let him get this
Yeah,
Greg
I
James
know. It's
story?
just
I
like,
mean,
come on,
goddamn.
man. Like,
We
I was
just
Why
I
was
was
you
there.
around?
I was there.
specifically
Okay, whatever,
requested to
yeah.
tell the
So-
story.
We fly out to Vegas. We land at 6 p.m. We're flying out the next morning at 6 a.m. We're 12 hours. Nobody's going to sleep. So obviously, some guys brought bags and stuff. We threw it in the hotel room and we're running. Craig shows up to my house before we leave the airport. Not a bag, no clothes. He's just dressed, jacket, jeans, t-shirt or whatever. Barstool beanie.
Love it.
So he's our guy.
So
how much?
that's all he brought was a Barstool beanie.
How
And-
much did he have to convince you to do this then, or were you like,
Oh, no,
I'm
I
in?
was like, absolutely. I was like, then that's why I rushed over here. I was golf course. I'm gonna make it work.
Appreciate
And
that.
There's some other tight ends in the league who I have a relationship who haven't shown the same type of, I guess, desire or get afterness or accommodations to get on this casting couch. And it's just nice to see guys we've never met before go out of their way. And you said you have the NFL honors later tonight,
Oh yeah, we're
right?
going. My driver, he's give him a shout out too. He's killing it around San Francisco with this traffic. And
The moral of the story is, if you're a tight end in the NFL, and I think you're the fourth we've had, if you want to get on this couch, you can get on this
Easy.
couch.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, it's not easy. You
It's
went
not
out of your
easy.
way, but We very much appreciate
effort
it.
up.
Who was your quarterback at Notre Dame? Was it Jimmy Clausen?
I played with Jimmy Clausen for 2 years, and then my last year there, my third year, I played with like 3 or 4.
Were you there when Jimmy got punched in the face?
I was. Well, I was there, but I had left the bar already.
Oh, did you see it escalating before you left?
No, honestly, I didn't. I had my younger brother in town, and I'm entertaining him. We left a little early, and I felt like the next morning,
Yeah. Do you ever go back to South Bend? South Bend's the worst.
South Bend, South Bend. You're a Chicago guy. You
Yeah,
get it.
it's it's the worst.
It's a little college town. I might get back maybe once a year or so.
Do you have a class ring?
I do not have a class ring.
Did you want one though, right?
I never got a high school class ring. I never had a college class ring.
I'm shocked you don't have a class ring. You
He's
might be the only
he's
Notre
hitting you
Dame
with the
guy.
Andy, yeah.
You might be the only Notre Dame guy I've ever met who doesn't have a class ring and doesn't wear his class ring.
I'm not a big ring guy, so this whole wedding ring thing is going to be weird for me.
You should have
Listen,
practiced with a
I've
ring.
had like 3 rings. Every time I get one, within 2 days, I go surfing.
surfing. He's
I-
surfing.
I go
He does a
surfing
no.
and say I lost it in the waves.
Yeah, he does.
Every fucking time.
Were you
It's a no-brainer.
Were you pissed that they went from grass to turf?
At Notre Dame?
Yeah.
No, I wish we would have had it when I was there.
I fucking
it's
hate
just-
that. I like the grass because they used to,
Well, it's like
grow it
you-
real
you
long when they
Soldier
play
Field.
USC.
Yeah, but I'm a slow white guy, and now I'm even slower when I'm on
True.
long grass.
True. Good point.
How was the Pro Bowl?
It was cool. It was a cool experience. I hope they figure that out because
What do you think they should do with it? We saw Tyler Eifert yesterday. He's wearing a walking boot.
right, he's in a boot. He hurt his
Yeah.
foot during the game.
Yeah.
It needs to be something. I think it needs to be something that goes back to the week after the Super Bowl. So
Yeah.
even guys that are in the Super Bowl have the opportunity to do it. But B, as soon as the NFL embraces the fact that it's a celebration and not a competition,
Yeah.
Right.
that'll just make it all that much better.
They should just do different stuff. It shouldn't be a
Yeah.
football game. It should be
a
something
skills
like
competition,
Yeah.
something.
How
Right.
about this? Losing team, put everyone's name in a hat, pull one out. The guy whose name it is has to retire on the spot. That's a pretty good idea. You wouldn't play a little extra hard there?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a tough thing to. Do you get paid to go
But
to
that's
Super
the
Bowl?
The Pro Bowl.
I mean, the Pro Bowl?
Yeah, so you winning team, losing team, it's like a $25,000 difference.
But what's that?
Oh,
like
okay.
10 cents to
They need
like
to make
Pro
it
Bowlers?
more.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah.
think about it. You fly family over there, people like you're like, I need to pay for this damn trip. Like, I want to be on the winning team. I
Yeah.
don't want to be negative for coming over here to Hawaii.
Where's your? Did you say where your wedding is? Where are you getting married?
Down in Mexico.
All right. Oh, are you paying for everybody to go down to Mexico too?
Not everybody.
That's
like
kinda-
my family.
Because you didn't win
That's
the
kind
Pro
of
Bowl.
a cheap
Right.
ass move for an NFL guy. Imagine
I
being
had
one of your buddies.
95 people. I'm not. I take care of my buddies, help them the ones that need
Like
to
if
get
I
there.
lived
Yeah.
in Massachusetts, it's like my guy's he's a pro football player. He's getting married in Mexico. He better like,
help me out.
yeah.
Absolutely.
So, are you doing then the honeymoon? You just stay or you go
No, we're
somewhere
just
else?
going the week early, so I'll fly back on Sunday from
Yep.
here. Monday, Mexico.
And you're staying. So you're doing a pre-honeymoon.
Kind of, yeah.
Got it. All right, that's where I had my honeymoon. So
What? We have a rule on this couch. You can't tell any lies.
Absolutely.
you can no comment. I feel like a no comment is coming. By the way.
No, it's not. No. Tell us the truth about Adrian Peterson and the throw-up dip situation. Was it dip? Was it seafood?
During the game.
No, on the plane. When he got
Oh,
sick.
the North Turner
Yeah.
comment.
Yeah.
Honestly, Adrian, like, he could work out with dipping. He could play with dipping. Like,
He's just
so
always got
if
a
he
dip in.
swallowed a little bit of it, that wouldn't make him sick. So it had to be the seafood.
Seafood. He poisoned
Absolutely.
himself.
So that whole deal, he's like, he knows he's allergic.
He
to
knows
seafood,
he's
but
allergic, he still ate
he
it.
likes it so much. That
Yeah,
he just,
right.
I'm gonna roll the dice here.
Yeah, I think that's what happened.
We actually saw him out at a bar last night. I asked him to get on the casting couch. He looked at me like I was an alien. Like, hey, Pete, want to come on the RV tomorrow? He's just blank. Like, who? Get this guy away from me. Also saw Bieber.
I saw the tweet about that.
Couldn't
He's
get a
big
picture.
Biebs fan.
Huge monster.
I respect
Too
that.
much of a
Monster.
Beavs fan.
Everybody's like, they that's not cool. Like, it's like
His music's
respect
awesome.
for him.
His
Absolutely.
music's freaking awesome.
Where do you live in the offseason? Minnesota?
in Minnesota most of the year, and then I'll spend like about a month and a half, 2 months in California.
I was gonna
in the
say
brutal
you
part
better
of
not.
winter
Yeah,
just
you
to get
better
away.
not stay in Minnesota in the winter. That sucks. Who is it?
Who is that? What's happening? What's going on, man?
What's up, dude?
Yeah.
We're live. Come
What's
on in.
up, man?
What's going
How
on?
you doing? Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, sit down.
Come
sit
on.
down. Come here. Come on, sit down.
You want to come
No,
on?
you're
yeah,
too
yeah,
late.
yeah.
You
No,
can't.
no, too late, man. Come on, sit down. Sit down. You gotta sit down.
You came in the
Sit
middle
down.
of a
You gotta
live
sit right there.
broadcast.
Sit
You
right
have to
there.
either
Yeah,
come
sit
in.
down. Come on.
You can just here.
What's with the gloves, man?
Who are you?
Yeah, who are you? First of all.
Who are you? Just a guy. All right.
Okay, cool.
Elias Panthers. Just
Yeah, there you go.
I've heard of Barstool Sports a little bit.
What's up with those gloves? Riding
Yeah,
a bike?
what's up with that?
I usually ride my bicycle, but I got to run a car today. I'm not from here.
So those are driving gloves.
Yeah.
Oh,
They transferred to the driving gloves.
Okay.
And they look cool.
what kind of car?
Wish I could say a better story than that.
How quickly can you get me back to my hotel to get ready for honors?
Oh, I've got a long way to go.
Do you know who this guy is?
I've seen your face, man. Don't tell me the name.
We're not going to. I already forgot it. What is your name?
No, don't say it.
No, don't say
Don't
it.
say it. Yeah, I've seen this guy before. I don't watch it.
I feel like you say that no matter what, though.
No.
So you've
When I
seen
saw
this
him,
guy?
I was like, man, I've seen this dude before. All right, so maybe a little bit of football. Like you look like you're maybe
Christmas
about.
holiday will be my hint
He's
to
a
you.
safety.
Oh, that's a good one.
Look about.
that's a good one. Yeah,
6'2". About 6'2". You're sitting down.
No,
About 6'2".
dude. You're way bigger than 6'2".
Come on, you got it.
All right.
Fantasy.
You fight? You fight?
No.
Okay.
You play
You're
fantasy?
football.
Yeah, you play fantasy
Okay.
sports? Fantasy
Nah,
football?
man, I quit that stuff a while ago.
Okay.
Man.
You wouldn't want me on your team.
Yeah, I had you on my team.
Okay. All right.
I
Tight
did,
end.
yeah.
Hold on.
I, what I do is I draft and then I just.
Oh, it looks like it's
I
coming
never
on.
make
You're
moves.
there. You're
So,
right.
like,
Tight
when
end.
I mean, you
weren't
were a good
putting
player,
up
too. He
points, I
wasn't
just
just like
kept you
some
in the starting line.
guy.
That's
Respect.
loyalty.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I
I
appreciate it.
yeah. I ride
He
with
looks
that.
like he's processing this.
Man, I've seen this.
You got like
There's my
you got like
driver.
45 seconds because he's got to
What?
go. So let's
Oh,
go.
okay.
All right,
All right,
we
man.
gotta
My last name has to do with Christmas.
Yeah, Minnesota Vikings.
Oh, Rudolph, man.
There you
Yeah.
go.
All right.
Damn. All right.
First round pick,
Second.
right? Second round pick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Notre
it's
Dame.
Pro
Never
Bowl.
heard of
Pro
it.
Bowl.
Notre Dame.
All
All right,
Never
he's
heard of
gonna.
it. Yeah. All right. Wait,
we
Caleb. You
go-
got any last
gotta go-
questions?
He's gonna go to the honors.
Oh, yeah.
Before Kyle leaves.
Yeah. What are you doing later?
Oh man, I don't have any plans. I was just walking by and I just saw you guys. Like, you got the Panthers hat, so you're already cool in my books.
Deal.
He's
Cool.
going to the honors.
All right.
Hey, guys, I
Thanks.
appreciate your
Yeah,
help.
Hey, man,
thank you
thank
very
you for
much.
coming in.
Thank you. Yeah, you
Appreciate
bet.
it.
A little. You want to have a message for Gronk to end it about coming on the casting couch?
Come on, Gronk. Don't do your boy like this. You need to be out here. Get on the casting couch. A little bit of loyalty. Let's do this.
Tight end
Amen,
you.
baby.
Tight end you.
Amen, baby. Thank you.
That was awesome.
Yeah,
Thank
you
you.
bet. Thanks,
Thank you,
guys.
man.
Thanks, man. Thanks for squeezing it in.
Absolutely.
Nice meeting you.
Nice
A bunch
meeting you.